Hello there, welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2. This is episode 51. Amazing, I never thought I would get this high of a number, but here we are. Can't believe I forgot about the celebrating the big 5-0 last episode, but hey, oh well. Alright, in the last episode we designed some conversions for our new fleet aircraft carriers using our older battlecruiser hulls. And this episode, we're just going to try and push forward the clock and see what we can finish. I also said that I was going to build some more destroyers, and we have the money for it, so let's get that going. Pump out a few more of these fantastic Gary-class destroyers. So we'll lay down another 8 ships there, and that should be good. Ooh. Anti-German rebellion has broken out in Cameroon. That's very unfortunate. And America wants to buy double gun mounts on destroyers. I don't know. 5 million? That seems okay. Alright, we'll do it. Germany's having trouble with their rebellions. But that's not my problem. That's theirs. And we're going to reserve those. And I forgot to check and see. I forgot to create aircraft groups. Oh well. Alright, how many cruisers do we have? We got 4 there. We've got 10 here. Total of 14 light cruisers. That's pretty solid. Alright, well, let's keep on moving. Japan is offering to sell us 13-inch quality 1. You know what? As long as they're offering, I think we'll take it. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but we have money to burn right now. There we go. Huh. A naval conference in London has agreed to raise the displacement limit for cruisers to light cruisers to 10,000 tons. I didn't know that there was a displacement limit to begin with. Oh, and here we go. Turbo-electric drive, 1% weight savings on machinery, and ooh, there we go. Advanced director. Oh, and we're close to mastering reloads for deck-mounted torpedo tubes? Oh man, I wish I had that when I designed my destroyers. Oh well. Alright, so that is that. And now that we have Advanced Director, it is time to start doing all of our rebuilds. This is going to be fantastically expensive, but that's okay. We got money to burn. Alright, let's see. So, first things first, we've got some Iron Dukes that need some rebuilding. And so we're going to take those, we're going to slap on an Advanced Director. We're going to bump up that caliber of guns. There we go. 16-inch quality 0. And whew, look at that performance. That should help our accuracy and our range. And we need some heavy AA, so I'm going to dual purpose these 4-inch guns. Whew. There goes most of our weight. And overall looking good. We're going to slap on some extra light AA, use up the remainder of our tonnage. Nope. And there we go. Alright. Looks good. We've got our better quality guns, improved elevation, new fire control. We've got some dual purpose guns. Alright. I think that looks good. Let's see what the design bureau says. Yep, I know we'll have to stop. That's fine. We'll save that. And we're going to commence our rebuild. There we go. Rebuild those. And next up, we have some battle cruisers that need some rebuilding. Alright, so let's start with these indivisibles. Well, let's start with the inconsiderables. Oldest design. So we'll take those, swap in the new guns. There we go. Fire control improvement. Dual purpose tertiaries. No modifications there. Looks good, looks good. And we can crank up our anti-aircraft light AA. There we go. We'll save that. We'll begin the rebuild. Alright, still got more ships to do, so let's keep on going. Alright, we'll throw on an advanced director there. We've already got dual purpose there, so that's good. What else can I do with this? We also already have very good light AA. We've got a decent air capacity. Man, I don't know what else to do with this extra tonnage. Let's see, so rebuild cost 10 million. If I slap on 14 million, yeah, nope. Not going to throw on extra secondaries there. We already have a stack of tertiaries, so there's not a whole lot else we can do here. Alright, well then we're going to save that there and call it good. Alright. Off you go to the yards. And then we have our oldest ships, the Ineluctables. Well, not the oldest ships, but still relatively older. Alright, so we're going to put new guns in there. Advanced Director, we already got dual purpose guns, that looks good. And we already have aircraft. Alright, let's stack on some light AA. There we go. Looks good. Guns are okay. We got that elevation. We got the fire control. We've got the dual purpose guns. We've got our secondary directors. Alright. We'll save that and off you go. Okay, so those are good. Next up we need our Hercules class. So those guys also need those more powerful 16-inch guns. We'll slap in an advanced director. Dual purpose our tertiaries. And we'll throw on some additional light AA. And there we go. That looks like a successful design. Save that. And rebuild. Alright, and now I'm certain that the Prime Minister will be unhappy with the amount of tonnage that's in mothballs right now, so we need to get some ships up and running. So we're going to take these guys and we're going to reserve them. And let's see if that is enough. Oh, sweet. So, Prime Minister wants to hold an international naval gathering with a sailing regatta and a competition. Well, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I think we can do that. Sounds good to me. And there we go. We've unlocked reloads for deck-mounted torpedo tubes. And, well, I guess Italy took the opportunity to observe our fleet operations and steal some technology. How dare they? Send a diplomatic note in the strongest possible language. There we go. Looks like Germany is having financial difficulties. Well, that is unfortunate for them. Alright. Also, I want to take the opportunity and modernize these dreadnoughts. Alright, so we wanted an advanced director. We want some bigger, badder 12-inch guns, getting that much longer reach so that they can actually fire at targets if they end up in the line of battle. And we're going to dual purpose these tertiaries. There we go, a little bit overweight there, but I'd rather be a little, well, let's see. There we go. And we are good. And yeah, we're going to stick with coal because I'm not paying for swapping out boilers. That is very, very expensive. Strangely enough, that's more expensive than swapping out guns, even though boilers is what historically they were all about swapping out. Alright, so those are going. Still don't know what I want to do with these camper downs. They are still useful for trade protection and patrolling and as a home fleet. So they do still have a role preventing blockades at home in case a random raider happens to wander by. So we do still, I guess we will still keep them around in mothballs, just in case. Alright, and then I wanted to take a look and see what's my status of 14-inch guns. We already got quality ones. So yeah, we will need to go through and give all of those guys better directors as well, but we'll worry about that once our current batch comes out. Alright, and this is a good opportunity to run down our bank so that I don't end up getting money taken away from me. Alright, let's push on. Huh. The new naval secretary wants me to build cruisers. Well, let's do a quick double check. How many cruisers do I currently have under construction? 2. 2 cruisers. Well, let's see. If I say, of course, I gain budget and prestige. If I object, looks like a neutral. And if I severely object, well, that hurts my budget and my prestige, so that's a terrible idea. All right. I think I'll go for it. We'll see what we can do with this. Let's see, so we have a large number of rebuilds that should be finishing up soon. 12 cruisers, though. Oh, man. That isn't going to be cheap. Yeah, I think I'm going to say we can build half that number. 6 is a much more reasonably achievable result. Ooh. Early AA director. Rats. I wish we'd gotten this before I started my rebuilds. Light on air, large-scale helium production, yay, I don't particularly care. New Caledonia is now independent. Darn it. It's one less territory available for conquest. And somebody has stolen industrial secrets from us. Alright. What? That's not half that number. That's 10. That's not fair. I was expecting 6. Okay, well, quick review. We currently have carriers undergoing conversion. We've got 2 Pandoras that have 10 months left. And we've got a whole bunch of dreadnoughts that are 4 and 5 turns out. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Is there any... Well, we do have a fair amount of weight savings right now. Just from all that stuff. Well, I suppose we could try installing advanced directors and see if that'll convince them. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So we're just going to grab all of these Pandoras and we're going to install advanced directors. And hopefully that'll trick them into believing we're good. There we go, advanced director, real cheap refit. Just a quick one and done. Actually, hang on. We also got some AA directors. So let's take a look. So current heavy AA factor is 10. So when I throw on that AA director, whew, that is not light. That bumps us up to 14. What about 2? That puts us up to 16. Okay, so there's definitely a non-linear effect there. We definitely do not benefit as much from 2 as we do from 1. So we're going to stick with 1 AA director for now. And yes, I know. What about secondary directors? Nope, can't do that yet, so we're going to leave that off. All right, so we do need a little bit of weight savings. And we can take that. Yeah, we can take that out of our mine payload. And then we'll stack on a few additional light A's, and there we go. Actually, hang on. We've got torpedo reloads. Yeah. That is significant. Alright, so we're going to put on some torpedo reloads. We're going to ditch the rest of those. We're going to drop that back. Yeah, we need the AA director. That is important. We can't fit on any more mines, so we've taken all the savings that we can get. Alright, that's going to have to do. Alright. Yeah, we're going to save this, and hopefully that'll convince our admiral that we're good. Yep, I know we're slightly overweight, but that'll do. And that'll get us some reloading torpedoes and AA directors on an already fantastic design. Alright, and off to our next turn. Russia wants to buy technology. I am fine with that. Alright, and new fighter prototypes are ready for evaluation. Let's see. So, we have a higher speed, so that's good. Whoa, hang on, that's not true. My current plane has a higher speed and a longer range. And better firepower. The new planes are slightly more maneuverable, but not noticeably, and I don't particularly care about that. So yeah, I'm going to reject these designs. Alright. Continuing to push forward. Seems okay to me. Whew, that is expensive. That is fantastically expensive. Alright, let's see. How are we doing? One carrier. Alright, so another round of fighting has broken out among the Balkans. Well, it is deplorable that it seems impossible to stop fighting in this region. I don't want to drive tensions up quite yet. I could try and blame someone, but honestly, that wouldn't really gain me much. So it could use a little bit more attention, but I don't want much. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's start blaming Germany. We could use some more tension and a little bit more financial support. There we go. And now our science support there, well on their way to understanding improved hydrophones. Didn't they say that a while ago? Well, at least they're making some sort of progress. Man, we're still not there. It hasn't counted these rebuilds. That's not good. I might not be able to meet this objective. Alright, 12 cruisers finished reconstruction. Oh yeah, I need to build those air groups. Alright, so we have the Invincible, and she needs an air group. So we're going to add air units. So we're going to go with torpedo bombers. Let's see, so we've got a total of 45 spots to fill. Yeah, I think we're going to go with, I don't want too many fighters right now. Let's do groups of 15. We'll do total of 30 torpedo bombers and a few fighters as well. Okay, let's see what we got here. So these fellows have 20 and 14, so they're fully loaded with torpedoes. So yeah, I think we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to fully load with torpedo bombers. Alright, actually, let's take a quick look at the almanac and see what kind of planes they have. So they've got... So Germany has fighter, flying boat, and float plane. France has fighter, flying boat, and float plane. Russia has... Wow, Russia is very advanced. They've got multiple torpedo bombers. 1, 2, 3 different designs. America is still fairly clear. Japan has a torpedo bomber. And Italy has a torpedo bomber. Alright, so that is a threat. The fact that they do have torpedo bombers, that is a concern. We are going to have to start addressing that. So we are going to need to start assigning some fighter cap. So that is a very legitimate concern. Alright, well, we're going to figure that out once the next few carriers come out. And those are still 5 months out. For now, we'll call those torpedo bombers the focus. Alright, so 2 more months on the dreadnoughts, 1 more month on most of these ships. Sounds good to me. There we go, lots of reconstructions getting finished. Hooray. 5 destroyers commissioned. Japan wants to buy technology, sounds good to me. Germany has crushed the rebels. I guess they're more efficient than France. Alright, and then we have to send all these things right back into refit. Oh man. Because I need those A directors. Let's see what kind of benefit we get. Alright, so current heavy A factor is 25. If we throw on an A director, we go up to 36. Yeah, 25 versus 36, that's a huge difference. Throw on another one and we go up to 41. Okay, so that's not a huge difference. So we gained 11 and then we gained 5. And then we gained 4. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with 1 there. And then where can we make up our savings? Well, we can shave a little bit off of our light A for now. There we go. Alright, that will work for now. That is a significant improvement in terms of heavy A. And why are they so heavy? Alright, well, that'll work. And that ain't exactly cheap either. Alright, we'll go with it. Alright, there we go. Start modernizing those. And we'll do the same thing for all these other ships. So, not too terribly expensive. Alright, so once again, we've got a heavy A factor of 20. Add that on, we go up to 29. So that's plus 9. Add 1 more. 32, yeah. So having 1 A director seems to be the current point of diminishing returns. Alright, and is there anything else we can do to save? Anything we can do to get this to work out? Well, I mean, we're still a little bit overweight. Let's see. That's weird. We go from perfect. We add 15 tons, and that puts us 20 tons overweight. I am so confused. That does not seem particularly linear. Alright, well, we'll go with it. Alright, back to the yards with you. Same thing for you fellows. Heavy A factor 25. Drop in an AA director, and yep, we're slightly overweight. Shave off those light AAs. So we're good to go. And we're up to 36. Sounds good to me. We'll save that. And you go back to the yards. And then we still got other battle cruisers that need rebuilding too. Let's see, so this is the one with a little bit less tertiaries. I'm kind of annoyed by that. But we slap down an A director. We go to 32. Sounds good to me. Let's shave that off. Just out of curiosity, what would it take to go up to 20 again? Huh. There we go. Oh, that gives us a nice satisfying heavy A factor. Alright, that seems good. We're going to save that. And off to the yards with you two. And then we've just got these indivisibles left. Alright, and we're going... These guys have more, so we've already got 24. We've got a heavy A factor of 30. So let's check that out. 1 AA director bumps us up to 43, so that's a plus 13. 2 bumps us up to 48, so that's only plus 5. Yeah, we're going to stick with 1 AA director for now. There's not enough benefit at this point in time. Alright, and that seems okay. We're going to save that as is. Alright, And off to the yards with you too. And that was remarkably not too terribly expensive. Alright, our first batch of Garys has come out. I'm kind of curious what it would take to add on torpedo reloads to these. So we check that, and yep, we go a little bit overweight. And if we start shaving that stuff off, that's almost all of our light AA. But if we ditch the mines... Oh, wait. We also need a director. That's important. Okay. So that A director goes from 11 up to 15. But that's a nice heavy AA factor. So that's useful at screening, which is mostly what we need. Oh, and I forgot we can also do an improved director. Well, that does look like a functional, much more effective destroyer. And it's not even all that expensive either. Alright, well... Whew, excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Alright, well, I think I'm going to say... Well, we're going to remember this, and we're going to come back to it. I don't think I'm going to lay down any more Gary-class destroyers. We're going to move on to the next generation. But we are going to modernize the destroyers that we do have as soon as that comes out. Alright, so those are going good. These are going good. Alright. On to our next turn. Oh, advanced weight savings. Well, that's nice. Alright, so quick double check. All these dreadnoughts can go right back into mothballs. There we go. And on to our next turn. And, well, that poor fool. I guess they are unhappy that I failed to build the cruisers because I already built them. Oh, and Italy wants to buy technology. Sounds good to me. And... oh, advanced weight saving is part of ship design and not part of hull construction? Okay. Sure, we'll take it. Oh, and improved 11-inch guns. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's take all these Pandoras and we're going to put those on reserve. Don't need those particularly active right now. Save that money. Alright, cool. Our budget has turned around. Which means it is time to start building new destroyers. So I think we're just going to take that improved Gary class. Yeah, we're just going to take that... Alright, so we take the Gary class. Looks good to me. We're going to slap on an improved director there. Nothing too fancy there. We're going to put an AA director on. And we're going to put some torpedo reloads in place. And I think that's about it. We'll shave off the mines, get a little bit of weight savings there. And we can drop down the ammunition load a little bit. And we can shave off a little bit of light AA. All right, and there we go. We have a fancy new Lookout class destroyer. There we go. That seems like a good name. All right. So we're going to start developing those. Actually, one other thing that I was curious about. I know I don't have dual purpose guns yet, but I am kind of curious what single 5-inch guns would look like. Would we be able to support that? So there we go. So that would be 4 5-inch guns. Is there a... Yeah. There we go, that's not bad. It's a neat little Fletcher class. As soon as the dual purpose comes along for 5-inch guns, we'll maybe see about building some of those. Alright. Well, that looks good. Actually, you know what? No. I don't know. We'll figure that out next time. For now, moving on. Next turn. Italy wants to buy new technology. I'm fine with that, by all means. Latest design, lookout ready for construction. Let's rework that design, do a quick check on that. Okay, so... yeah, this is what we got so far. Is it really worth doing a whole new design? I don't think so. No, I don't think we're going to build that. I think we're going to stick with the Garys. And we're just going to modernize the ones that we have. Alright, so we're going to move right along. We're going to stick with the Gary class. Maybe I'm indecisive or something, but we're going to stick with those. Next turn, battlecruisers have finished reconstructions, or our conversions. More ships finishing up. There we go. Carriers finished conversions. Alright, steel industry wants a stronger navy. I like that idea. Well then, I think I will mention the importance of a strong navy in the steel industry for national well-being. Oh, and our scientists are close to mastering super heavy shells. That'll be a fantastic addition to our 16-inch guns. And there we go, a little bit of tension. Which in turn shows up as higher budget. Okay. All of these fellows can go back to reserve now. Well, all of these fellows can go to reserve. There we go. These fellows can go to mothballs. And these fellows can go to mothballs. There we go. And that's all taken care of. Oh. My seaplane tenders are going obsolete. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with these. They're not hugely useful vessels, but we'll see what we can do. So first of all, easily throw on some increased elevation there. And we don't really have the weight for anything else. We can't bulge it. I guess these things are too small. They're not really even all that useful anymore. Let's see, so we're gonna save that. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna save that. We're gonna pass on rebuilding for right now. How much do they cost? Yeah, we'll do it. They're so cheap, it's basically negligible. Alright, so we'll rebuild those. And we have carriers. We have 2 fancy new carriers that need air wings. Alright, so we're going to take some of these. And we're going to move one of these over to the Indomitable. And we'll take another one and move it over to the Impermeable. There, now they each have a functional air wing. Or at least a somewhat experienced one. And now we also need to equip another group of torpedo bombers. And we're also going to put on some fighters. There we go. We're going to copy that air group. And no, we're going to individually add. There we go. Another 15 torpedo bombers. Another 15 torpedo bombers there. Oh, nope. Oh, come on. There we go. Fighters. 15. And another 15 fighters. There we go. And they are now fully assigned. Gonna have to figure out something to do with these maxed in class. They need some fighters as well. So, what can I do with these? I suppose I could drop down to 15 and 15 and then throw 4 fighters on there. It's not going to be much, but every little bit counts. So, or we could do 14, 14, and 6. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to drop those down to 14. And we're going to add some fighters. And we change that to 14. And we add some fighters. There we go. And now we have some sort of cap to provide air cover. Alright, that is set. I need to build up my docks some more. And, well, look at that. We are approaching our time. So I think we're going to call this episode to a close here. We have successfully modernized all of our fast battleships with newer guns and new anti-aircraft capabilities. We have built some fancy new aircraft carriers and equipped them with new air wings and anti-aircraft capability there. We've got some fancy destroyers with some modernization they still need to go under. And we still have more cruisers under construction. And we'll figure out where to go from there in the next episode. Until then, I'm Katori87 signing out.